we will discuss two learning points here about the G Suite. First, group for education, and second, policy of G Suites. So let's start. First, we will talk about the groups. Here, all Gmail services are here, Google services are here, mainly in the panel. So just we will go into the groups for create a group. We use groups for send message, discussion, whatever things, and we can manage the members in a group and send the emails in a one email to anyone. For example, I have some groups here. So if you talk about this email group, all staff group are here. Principal and a announcement email need to send to all staff, then we can use only one email id all staff, and that email will deliver to all staff's inbox. So it's a very easy, and that group we can use for Google Classroom also. Here the concept is the same. We are using here as a staff employees, and that we will use for the students. Member will be the same. So here we will talk about how we will create the group. Now create a group. Here we need to type the group name. So I am typing here uh, all students, all students, or 10A students. So description you can define here, all 10A students. Group email ID is the name of that group. So here a group email will be maybe for example, if you have a multiple schools in a same domain, so you can use like this. I am using here RBK 10A. Why I use RBK? Because if you have multiple branches, RBK IS I use, RBK GSB I can use. So if every branch have 10A, then will be a difficulty to choose which class you need. So here you can use a prefix also. So definitely will help. Now select your domain, whatever domain you are working here. I am using multi domains here. So just whatever domain, whatever branch you have, just select that branch here. I am taking here this domain 10A. Group owner. Who will be the group owner? So we will define here is the three roles are here: group owner, group member, and group manager. So all three roles are here. Firstly, you need to add your group owner. Group owner should be email which maintaining for the classes. Here I am using 10a sorry 10 either at rbkschool.org is a class email id. That class id have all divisions event in a same calendar. So that group owners should be that email id where event will be maintained. For this I am using 10 either at. Okay, perfect. So this id should be group owner, else you can't access this group in the event. So it's a very important thing here. Now click on the next, click on the next. Here these access setting are here. Now who can access this group, who can comment on this group, who can post this on this group, who can receive the emails on this group, that all settings are here. So entire organization you can remove, group member you can remove. It's very important. If you keep the group member, publish post and view topic, then students will be post emails, and spamming possibility are there. So be sure, make it group owners all rights here, group managers all rights here. Right, now next is anyone in organization can join, make it on. So in the groups.google.com, from groups.google.com you can add your email IDs also from there. Here allow members outside your organization, keep it off because you no need. If you want to external IDs here, for example, some any students have personal Gmail ID, he is not belongs to your school, and you want to deliver your classes on that particular student also. So you can ask their personal ID and you can add in the respective group. That time you need to allow this button, then he will be able to join, else keep it off. So will be all your students, all your uh, internal domain IDs will be work here. Just do it, create group. I created this group, right? See group details for 10A students, and A. So next create another group. So you can make like this 10A, 10B, 10C, 10D as a division wise or as subject wise. You can create a groups here. Done. So create a group part is done. Now how we will assign the members for that particular group? Here add member, manage member, edit setting, whatever setting we did you can edit, right? And delete this group, you can manage these things here from here. Add member and manage members both are here. From add member you can add one by one members here, and manage members you can import the members or you can add the members here. Upload the member list, you can maintain in a CSV file of your all your IDs and just keep upload in a one shot. Is all email IDs will be import in your particular group. Here add a member, one by one you can add member here. Two options are there for add the members. Next, go into the directory users, select your desired respective OU. Here I am taking, sorry, uh, students, and Mira Road, then secondary, that was my grade 10, and all 10 students are here. Okay, so all 10 students are here. What I will do, then the 40 students are here, make it 50 page, 50 records per page. Now all my maximum strength are here, that means 40 students I have in the one screen. Select all, so 40 students selected here, right? Then next click here, add selected users to group. When you click on the add selected users to group, that means your all 10 students will join that particular group which you assigned for the 10A. That's it. So your group is ready. Now this group you can assign in your event calendar where you managed for the class, and that all students can see their class in their meet.google.com website or Google Android application or Google iOS application. So that group part is done now. Next we will talk about the policy of the G Suites. So now I am going into home. Here first all apps you can maintain here, click on the apps. So by default 13 services are here which is combined in a place, and that is the major and important services, and rest of these 51 additional services are also there which you can maintain from here. Click on the G Suite. Okay, so you can see there 13 services here. Now first we will see Hangout Meet and Hangout services. So click here on the Hangout. Now this service is on for the everyone, right? So you can maintain this service for a particular OU. If you want to that only grade 10 only, you can use for your whole organization, whatever you want. So click here. When you click here, you can see your OU in the left side, right? Select that particular OU and keep services on or off. So this way you can manage these services. Next, so definitely you need to keep it on for everyone, else they will not able to access the Hangout, because Hangout is accessible only on the subscribed users, not for the personal IDs. Here, this is the recording functionality. Click on that. So now here you can manage your recording facility. So here I kept in on mode for the all my organization, but I don't want to keep this on for my students, right? So go into the students ID, select that particular OU, select that particular OU, and now you can see recording is off. So who I those IDs which belongs to that particular OU and in the child entries, they are now they are not access their my recording function. Just like stream, video quality, video calling, that services you can manage. So recording function, mainly recording function off for the students, and rest of OUs, that is recording function is on. You can see, right? This is about Hangouts Meet and Google Hangouts. Next we will talk about the Gmail policies. Click on the Gmail. Here we created the all IDs, but students can send the email, receive the emails if outside of the domains and internals, right? So we can control help of these services. Here, right, click on the advanced setting. When you click on the advanced setting, that all OU will reflect in the left hand side. Okay, okay. So select the particular OU. So I have all students in that particular OU. Now here you can see all settings are here. So all policies you can define under this section. One thing here, append footer. For help of append footer, you can plug your standard branding signature with each and every email. So you can define your branding signature on the top of OU, and all email IDs who will send the emails and receive the emails automatically will plug in the signature footer. And content compliance, you can also define this content compliance, that email system automatically will detect there is a no any illegal content, unauthorized content, whatever you can control based on the words, patterns, etc. Objective content, attachment compliance, if you don't want some attachments, minimix size define, you can do whatever. Now routing. So I'm explaining here that emails, students should not send any email to outside the domain or any other email IDs. They can't receive, they can't send, they can communicate only in between the OU, just like thing. I configured here, just you can see if I edit here, message to effect, inbound, outbound, internal sending and internal receiving, means any email IDs which belongs to out of my domain for sending, and similar thing is receiving, and internal is for domain inside and similar the internal in domain inside, right? Next, what will happen when action triggered? Message will reject. the both side. Here you can type a customized message. That message will be delivered to the user who's sending message, right? And make it save. So this scenario, who belongs to this OU, any ID can't send and receive the messages immediately will reject. Okay, add another. So multiple multiple rules you can add here, right? If you want monitor, message will be reject, so no one will receive. If you want to check it out, or you want monitor each and every transaction here, so you can also add a rule. I will select inbound, outbound, internal receiving. If some students are taking carelessly sending the messages and you want to monitor that, so select that, right? And select the modify messages. Go the downside. Also deliver to add recipient. Type here your email ID and save it. What will happen? Anyone send the message, you will receive that copy. So you can monitor that conversations here. Okay. You can control the spams here also, envelope receipt also. So if you want to bypass any email ID, you can use this section. Okay, this type of control you can add from here. So this is the controls. Each and every controls you can use, configure your spamming also, right? So this is all about the Gmail policy. Similar way, we can use the restrictions, the policies drive also. So here is the drive and docs. So under this you can maintain who can share the files, who can access the files, who can use these services, like this. So Google Chrome, calendar, classroom, whatever you can use as per your policy. Thanks a lot.